I'm Lucas Schober. My family comes from Cape York in the Torres Strait and the Pilbara. And this is the dress I did in collaboration with Off the Plantation, Clothing the Gaps and the Our Islands Our Home campaign. A dress that I made to represent my nan, Nora. I'm just gonna take you mob on a walkthrough. I got started with, thinking about where it should go and how it wraps around, and one of the decisions I made at the start was to kind of cut off the tail. It's just that symbolism that you can make it through anything, even if it's cutting off half your tail. Depicted straight away down the very bottom is rising white cap waves and rising sea levels and vicious thunderstorms. The next part here, that's the really close buildings in Melbourne. Living here, just moving down here last 6 months or so, just seeing buildings everywhere and not seeing, horizons like I'd normally see, I guess, coming from Darwin. With the flow of what's been going on with an emergency escape ladders that I'd seen on the outside of buildings here in Melbourne. And I just thought it was a perfect metaphor for, escaping all the rising sea levels and everything. And then here's some safety cones, and that's the same thing, just navigating our way through these hazards that is, climate change. Moving up out of the Crocodile is more personal things just from my upbringing, and this first section here is like that call to action for people to move up out of all the stuff that was happening down here. And I was getting lost a bit in these circles, and to remember what I was doing this for, I painted these bigger circles to represent my nana. The next scene in the artwork is a depiction of the beach in Darwin, just to set the scene of where we should be moving. There's a lot of chaos down there with big city life, and then this is just that contrast. The thing I depicted in this panel here was inspired by seeing them green and white plastic chairs. If you go over someone's house, like family's house, or if there's a big dinner somewhere, all it is just them chairs everywhere. And our us mob always allow space for people to come and relax with each other, and providing a safe, open space where everyone's going to be heard. This was the first panel that I started painting on. A guitar, like the things of a guitar, was brought along just by the music I was listening to. A lot of old beats that I got from CDs from my nan and pop's house, that I asked to borrow and still haven't returned, but they're right with that, I think. After the guitar and all the beautiful music, the next thing was a scene even more close to my heart, which is the back of my nan and pop's house. Their backyard, got a row of, I think there's 4 or 3 coconut palms in the back. A couple coconuts falling off the tree, and at the end of the rainbow, you get lucky, you might get 2 coconuts. Then after that, we carry on going from out the back of my nan and pop's house to inside, where the mob are notorious for playing cards. I chose to depict like a really good hand, known as a special, which is 3 flushes, 5 spades, 5 hearts, and 3 diamonds. Yeah, little detail that I hadn't shown anyone yet, but all these triangles, how I said they represented people before, and that big one represents my nana. All of those are my nana's victims in cards. All the people she's beaten there. The next scene is still in my nan and pop's house, actually. This is a picture of their front entrance as you walk in. They've got an Aboriginal flag on one side, Torres Strait flag on the other, and then there's the living room. And on the same level as that chair and all the power that brings with it is the fridge. After that, you've got this little star, constellations, and they're all pretty straightforward, showing that, we're all connected, everything's connected. There's a big shooting star going on in the middle, and that's connected to all these little boxes with crosses through them, which is about having hope, you know, like ticking off day by day you go through, and then hopefully, you know, like one day will be the day where our dreams will come true. Yeah, to tie it all back together, I brought back that same motif of the shell chandelier and bringing together all our people, and that leads us up to the face of the croc. Down here is the heart of the crocodile. I put a little dart off to the side. I don't even know how to say all this now. But mentioning to you, Mob, that my nan and pop first met each other through my dad or cousin, who was in a darts group with my pop in Port Hedland, and then went to Darwin and then met my nana like that. So that's a little, you know, call back to that love. Then, you know, put a little necklace on the crocodile just to bling her out, you know. My nana likes to wear jewelry and stuff, and then, yeah, it gets to the head of the croc and rising up through the water. Yeah, I think that's most of the crocodile story. So yeah, for Nora and